Hey guys, what is going on? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're into the top budget middle linebackers in Madden, of course. With that being said, I'm going to give you a 25k, 50k, 75k, and 100k. And once again, I'm going to give you a user, a coverage guy, and a run stuffing guy. Once again, you can get all these coins just by grinding out the legend solo battles, which even though they are a pain in the butt sometimes, it's free coins basically. So it's free coins, and if you're not up to level 60 yet in MUT level, it's a good way to just get up there. But let's hop right into it with the user middle linebacker. So once again, these are all my opinions, so they're not 100% correct. Starting it off for user, we do have under 25,000 coins. Deion Jones, middle linebacker for a user. Main thing I wanted to look at was speed, jumping, and catching. And so with that being said, Deion Jones has 81 speed, 76 jumping, and 60 catching, which is absolutely a stud for a middle linebacker position. And I will compare him to my middle linebackers as is. Obviously, Devin White is a really good user linebacker. If you just do the grind gauntlet out, it's kind of a pain in the butt though. And obviously Devin Bush has a lot more speed, but Deion Jones has always been a really good user, and he's a really good in a 4-3 or a 3-4, whatever one you like to use. He's just going to be absolutely phenomenal. I definitely recommend using him, and he did just get a MUT Heroes card, so if you get his power up, and you power him up, he's just going to get better and better as a user card and as a card that you can trust in zone coverage. So that being said, he's got 81 jumping with 81 speed with 76 jumping and 60 catching. So definitely recommend Deion Jones for you. And now we're gonna head to the under 50k. And so for under 50,000 coins, we're gonna go with 84 overall middle linebacker Corey Littleton. He does have 80 speed with 77 jumping and 55 catching. So well, he does have one less speed than Deion Jones, but he does have better jumping and less catching with 5. But he does have better tackling stats and player recognition stats. He's more of just a budget guy, budget middle linebacker. I would definitely probably get Deion Jones over him. But with that being said, I am a Rams fan, so I'd probably pick Corey Littleton, and that's a little biased of me for saying that. But with that being said, he's going to be a really good card for me. I definitely recommend Corey Littleton. He's played phenomenal for me, and I did use him once when I had a Rams team, and he was just a really good middle linebacker. I mean, any middle linebacker can be good as long as you know how to use him. So with that being said, make sure you know how to use your middle linebacker. So now we're going to head to the 75k. And so for under 75,000 coins, I am going to recommend Jordan Hicks, 87 overall from the Cardinals. He does have 80 speed with 84 jumping and 65 catching. So his catching does go up 5 from Deion Jones. His jumping goes up almost 8 jumping. So he goes up 8 jumping and he goes down 1 speed. So you are losing the speed, but you are getting better player recognition, better tackling, and better hit power. So as a user, if you can time your hit sticks, you're going to be pretty good with this card. Because he does have 87 tackling and 81 hit power, so he's not going to be able to get juked out as much as people think. And he's going to be a really good, solid middle linebacker for you for under 75,000 coins. So I definitely recommend Jordan Hicks for you. And those are all the user cards, and now we're going to head to the coverage guys. And so for under 25,000 coins for coverage, we are going to start off with CJ Mosley, middle linebacker for the Jets. He's got 76 speed with 8 acceleration, 66 strength, 83 tackling, 83 protection, 65 block shedding, 79 hit power, and 65 zone coverage. Main thing with coverage guys is I focused on zone coverage, play rec, and speed. So obviously play rec plays a huge part in how your middle linebacker and any defender or any defender plays. So with that being said, he has 65 zone coverage, which isn't the greatest, but he does have 83 play action and 76 speed. So not the greatest, but that's why he is under 12,000. That's why he is only 12,000 coins. He's just a really nice middle linebacker that's back up, and he did get a team of the week card. So he could get better if you use a power up and power him up. But with that being said, he's gonna be a really good coverage guy for you, and I definitely recommend CJ Mosley. Now we're gonna head to the 50k. And for under 50,000 coins, we are gonna go with a little team of the week here. Joe Schobert, 85 overall. He's got 79 speed with 82 acceleration, 90 play action, 72 strength, 79 tackling, 76 block shedding, 77 hit power, and 71 zone coverage. So not the greatest stats, but the main thing is he does have 71 zone coverage with 90 play recognition. If you just get that to 91, he's gonna be hitting a new threshold in which he's gonna probably play a little bit better. And with that being said, the 79 speed isn't the greatest, but he can make do. It is better than CJ Mosley. He's just an all-around better card than CJ Mosley, with +7 player recognition and +6 zone coverage and +3 speed. So with that being said, Joe Schobert is going to be a really good middle linebacker for you, and I definitely recommend him in a 3-4 or a 4-3. Probably a 3-4 if you use a middle linebacker. You can have this guy just roaming around by himself. So with that being said, definitely recommend Joe Schobert. And now we're going to head to the 75k. So for under 75,000 coins, we are going to go with 87 overall Luke Kuechly, the boss man he is. He's got 73 zone coverage with 89 play action and 77 speed. So his play action is down 1 than Joe Schobert, but he's got much better stats, much better hit power, much better tackling, much better block shedding, much better acceleration, and a much better speed. Not much better speed, 2 less speed, but he is a better Joe. He's better CJ Mosley, and Luke Kuechly's cards always play phenomenal. Only downside is once again it's the speed. But I think this year, if you know how to actually use your linebackers and make sure you put them in the right spots, he's going to play really good for you. And I think player acquisition plays a huge part in how they play. So with that being said, I definitely recommend Luke Kuechly for you. And now we're going to head to the final coverage guy with under 100K. So for under 100,000 coins, we're going to go with this guy, Lofa Tatupu. I hope I said that right. But he does have 79 speed, 83 acceleration, 85 tackling, 75 strength, 87 protection, 79 block shedding, 78 hit power, and 77 zone coverage. So he does have the highest zone coverage out of all 4 guys that I did pick with 77. His play action is 87, which is good, and he does have 79 speed. So he's kind of a mix of everybody built together from all the previous middle linebackers. And from what I've seen in reviews that I've heard, this card plays absolutely phenomenal. He's really underrated. And once again, if you power him up, you can get him up to 90 overall, and his cards are probably going to get better and better with +1 speed at least. So with that being said, definitely recommend Lofa Tatupu. I hope I said his name right. And that's all for the coverage, guys. Now let's head to the run stuff. So for under 25,000 coins, we're going to go with 84 overall, Avery Wilson for run stuffing. He's got 78 speed with 83 acceleration, 72 strength, 83 tackling, 85 protection, 77 hit power, and 82 block shedding with 57 zone coverage. So obviously, as you can see, I kind of went with tackling, hit power, and block shedding. So he's got 82 block shedding, which is absolutely phenomenal. 83 tackling, which is absolutely phenomenal, and 85 play action, and he does have 78 speed. So with that being said, he's going to be a really good card for you and a really good budget beast. He played phenomenal for me, and the zone coverage obviously isn't the greatest, but that's why he's a run stuffer. I just blitz him. That's basically it. Blitz him and make sure he's just getting the tackles and stopping that run game because we know how OP it is. So that being said, definitely recommend Avery Wilson. I wouldn't use him if I were you. I'd just let him roam around because he's got good enough stats to play by himself. So with that being said, definitely recommend him, and now we're going to head to under 50K. So another card we're going to go with is 84 overall, Levante David, 77 speed. Normally he is a right outside linebacker, but this year he is a middle linebacker, probably since they got Devin White and switched to a 3-4. But that being said, he's got 77 speed with 81 acceleration, 68 strength, 83 tackling, 82 play action, 79 block shedding, 77 hit power, and 71 zone coverage. So main reason I picked Levante David is because he's absolutely phenomenal in tackling, with that 83 tackling, 77 hit power, and 79 block shedding. So that's absolutely phenomenal for you. I definitely recommend him or Avery Wilson just for run stuffing. Levante David's more of a guy that actually can coverage with that 71 coverage, but he's just going to be an all-around tackling machine. Obviously, in real life, he's a really good tackler as well, and they kind of show that in Madden, kind of not. But with that being said, definitely recommend Levante David for you. And now we're going to head to the final run stuffing card with under 100K. And so the best middle linebacker for run stuffing under 100,000 coins, obviously he's not right now. He's probably 10,000 coins more, but he's going to be 89 overall, Brian Urlacher with 81 speed, 81 acceleration, 77 strength, 89 tackling, 89 protection, 82 block shedding, 84 hit power, and 84 zone coverage. I mean, you just look at those stats, they're absolutely phenomenal. He's got the good enough speed that can play middle linebacker. He's got 89 tackling and 89 play action, which is phenomenal. And he does have 84 zone coverage, so he can play the coverage part, and he does have 84 hit power. So with 82 block shedding, 89 tackling, and 84 hit power, those are a lot better stats than some of the tackles and defensive ends and tackles that are in the game right now. So Brian Urlacher's cards always play phenomenal, and he is 6'4" too, so he is a bigger guy. So he's going to get that weight and height. I do think there is a limit where if you tackle someone your higher hit power, whatever it is, then you get a better animation, and just you get the tackles more often. So Brian Urlacher has always been a good card. And this card is absolutely phenomenal, or his 87 card is really good too. So that being said, those are all the cards that I have my choice for middle linebacker for user coverage and run stuffing. Top budget cards that I can just predict and are all my opinion. But that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what I missed and let me know what your thoughts were.